there is one reason and one factor in people's life why we can't experience complete happiness, and that's the fear. That's the fear that always stops us from feeling happy, from feeling peaceful. And all of us, excuse me, I just feel I need to drink a bit more today. All of us, we experience different fears, and there are so many different types of fears. And we should realize, and that's what many people don't know, we need to realize that the fears, they really start in our heads. We actually create them ourselves through our thoughts. And originally the fear came in the early childhoods, when we were young children, dependent on our parents, and we started experiencing fear because for example, the fears we experience is to lose the parents' love, or to lose the parents' attention. If you had siblings, you may have felt fearful your other sibling gets more attention, or the feeling of fear towards being abandoned from the parents, from being lonely, being left alone, being helpless. This kind of fears is that we had as children, and this is exactly the same fear that we experience still today. Obviously, it's mainly subconscious. We still carry that fear within us. Our little children in us, they are still the ones that carry the fear, which is apart from us. And we are adults now. We are responsible. We are grown-ups. We have the power. We can change things, but we still keep on the fear from the childhood without realizing. And we don't need to be feeling, okay, I need to still carry on getting that fear, that love, or the attention, or whatever it is that we are looking for. But we still do. And that's the reason why we react how we react very often. And the fear is in fact not something that wants to harm us. It's an emotion that wants to help us. But very often we want to stop it, we want to ignore it, we want to get rid of it, we want to push it away. And the more we do it, the more the fear comes back and comes even stronger into our lives. And over time, the more we try avoid certain situations or stop the fear from our lives, to fight against the fear, it comes up in different ways, it comes up stronger, and it can even lead to panic attacks. And I used to have very often panic attacks in the past, and it's not a nice feeling at all. You feel as if you are dying, it's terrible. But at that time I didn't even know what to do and how to deal with all of this, until I started listening a little bit more to my body and to my thoughts, because that's where the fear comes from. And we need to realize that the fear, so whenever we, for example, imagine something and the fear comes up, we create in our heads a really big scenario, how terrible it's going to be and what is going to happen. And what we need to realize is that this is happening only in our head, because in reality, if we don't stop the fear of doing it and we just do it anyway, it's never as bad as it is being imagined in our thoughts. So that is the first thing, really to realize, what am I imagining? And then remind yourself, it's nothing going to happen to me. Might be an uncomfortable feeling, and of course we want to avoid this feeling, because none of us, we want to experience fear. It's not a nice feeling, of course it's not. But the more we avoid it, the stronger it gets. So say to yourself, it's not going to kill me. Nothing is going to happen to me if I experience it. When we experience that feeling, it will weaken, it will become a bit less, it will over time, and you will start, how do you say, your brain will start learning that actually nothing has happened to me and it will be fine. And for next time, and the more you practice, the more often you do this, your brain will learn there is nothing bad about this. It's just an emotion, and the fear will weaken step by step by step. And it's a really long process. It's not going to change from one day to the other. It's a really long process. So mindfulness, meditation, they help. Keep being mindful, keep practicing meditation. There is one very powerful meditation that I use often. It's the peace begins with me, where you tap your finger, each finger to your thumb, and you say with each tap, peace begins with me. And you can do that anywhere and anytime. You can do it in your mind, you can say it out loud, and already you bring the focus back to your body, and with the tapping it flows even more, the energy through your body. The other thing, it's a very good and quick solution, is to deeply breathe in. So whenever you have the sensation of the fear coming up, and it can be any sensation. I mean, many of us, we experience that we start sweating, or we are becoming dizzy, or we are red in the face, or the heart starts beating, or the breath is it's a flat breath and very short breath as well. So whenever you experience this sensation, take a deep breath in into your belly, and then deep breath out, and do it a few times, and keep saying to yourself, I'm safe, everything is good, I'm fine. And that's what I always did, and the panic attacks started decreasing. But so you can apply it to panic attacks or fear as well whenever you experience it, but giving that deep breath in, because what happens if we are relaxed, we automatically breathe deeply. Oh my god, it relaxes the body automatically. So try this out. I think this is for me a very powerful tool, and I'm sure you will agree with me. And yes, observe your thoughts, meditation. Don't allow the fear to take over your life. Don't try to stop it. Allow it to come and just go through it. This is the best method, avoiding it, fighting, because if you fight it, you create even more pressure, even more tense in yourself, and that's not good. And so you at the end harm yourself even more.